What's up, guys? How you doing today? Welcome back. Yeah, so I got another knife from another company I've never messed with, which is my ongoing theme for this channel, trying to try out things I never tried out before, see if they're any good or not. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen any of the other videos, I got about 4 or 5 up so far. I'm gonna keep working on it. It's a work of passion. Just trying to find cool things. And if you do own one of these knives, go ahead and leave a comment. Tell me what you think of it. I'd like to get your opinion as far as you guys, sitting here listening to my opinion, which means what it means. But I'd like to hear what you guys think if you do own one. So yeah, let's open it up. Anyways, like I say, American Buffalo Knife and Tool Company. This one is on Blade HQ for about 35 bucks. So sticking to that budget friendly, it's pretty cheap actually. And take a look. So first things first. These scales are pretty cool. It's G10, but if you can see, it's topographical, I guess you'd call that. But right from that, where that lanyard hole is, it kind of like raises up just a little bit to give you that pattern. It feels pretty cool and it looks nice. So first positive, that's a good start, right? Now let's pop this blade open. Right away, we'll go through the fit and finish after, but you see that jimping? It's actually really nice jimping, so that's not even going to be an issue for grip purposes. All right, let's try that again. Yeah, action's very light so far. Let's check that detent. Got a good detent. You guys hear that? Yeah, it's got a pretty decent detent, but for some reason it seems to drag. It is on bearings, so it should be a little smoother than what it is. But okay. Yeah, I'll just work that in. Maybe put a little oil in there, but hold on a second. First thing, not first thing, second, third, whatever thing this is, freaking stinks. If you guys don't like the smell of like machine grease, machine oil, or like tool shops, you're gonna be offended by this thing. It stinks. But hopefully I'll let it air out before I carry it because I don't want to offend people. But yeah, it's got quite an odor coming off of there. But that's that's petty shit. So, anyways, let's try this thumb stud real quick before I go crazy. Okay, there's your snappy because they actually advertise it as snappy. So yeah, thumb stud's pretty good. The only complaint I got about that is it's really far from the body, so you got to get up in there with your nail and then flip it. So not bad though. Yep, can reverse flick. It already feels like it's starting to break in a little bit already. So yeah, I retract that statement about the action. Not really. It's still kind of light. I like it to be like bam right out of there. You know what I mean? But anyways, let's look at the blade real quick. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, it's D2 by that big freaking D2 stamp on there. Who puts it on the front like that? Anyways, I guess they're proud of their D2. That's cool. Looking at a length of 3.5 on the blade, so it's a good size. I'm going to lay it across my palm real quick. But oh, sorry, that cut there, that's from work. I didn't just do that. So anyways, I'm safe. Don't mind me. But yeah, it's looking like it's got a little drop point action. They're saying it's a hollow grind. It looks more like a flat grind to me, but if they're calling it hollow, I guess it's hollow. What else we got? So jimping on the top. Let's take a look at that. Nice, spread out jimping. Good feel to it. Not complaining about that at all. Let's feel that blade. Yep. It's got a good edge out of the box. I appreciate that. It might be a little burr right there. I'm gonna hone in and run over the strop and stuff, and get that off of there. But yeah, the blade's feeling pretty good. Take a look at the back real quick. What do we got there? Looks like a little branding there. And what we got? Just ABKT, abbreviation for the name, little serial number, and it's PRC. So it's nice black stonewash finish on it, and the finish looks good. Yeah, for what it is, being a budget knife and everything, it's got a nice finish on it. So, all right, let's close her up. Let's look around, fit and finish time. I'm gonna feel around for some hot spots and burrs and snag points, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, it's feeling pretty smooth so far. Okay, and let's take a tour. So there's your lanyard hole. If you like lanyards, I don't really put lanyards on my knives, but if you do, it's got something for you there. All right, looking like an open construction, no backspacer, no big deal. One thing I got to note though, I already felt it that it's got that little jimping there on the liner, I guess for like thumb grip purposes. But when you deploy this thing, because there's no kind of button push on this thing. You got to light switch it, and you drag your finger across there. That could tear your finger up over time. So be wary of that. right? And as you can see, it's not reversible for the clip purposes. Sorry about that. So lefties, sorry, I'm trying my hardest to get something with this ambidextrous or lefty friendly, but not so far. All right, look at that clip. Clip looks decent. Let's look from the side there. That's wide open. Kind of looks like a bows there in the middle, don't it? That's fine, but it looks like it'll go in and out of your pocket fine. Not a very deep carry on that guy. You see, it's going to come out right there pretty much. So if you're trying to hide it, it's not going to work. But I don't really care about all that. Clip's got some good tension on it, so it's not going nowhere. Let's look at the hardware real quick. I noticed here on your pivot, just by feeling around, it's a little rougher on the screw hole there, and it looks like it's worn a little bit. That might be what they're going for. Did I mention this thing stinks? Anyways, dang machine whatever they're using for like grease or machine oil on here, it smells like a freaking toolbox. But that's okay. I'll let it air out. But I don't want to offend nobody carrying around either. But yeah, so down in there. It's looking pretty good so far. Let's check the ergos out though, because I'm worried about the ergos. Like, I do have big hands, and just the way the handle's set up, yeah. If you got smaller hands, I think it'd be okay. But I'm feeling like a definite gap. I'm not really able to get around it real good. I mean, I can get around it, it's not filling my palm up. Kind of feel the clip, but not to the point where it's annoying or anything like that. But yeah, so yeah, the ergo's a little off for me. Let's get up on there. But that jimping, the jimping there is real nice. You definitely have control over it. Actually, when I go up on the jimping, my fingers kind of come back around. So I am able to get a good grip on it. But if I'm just gripping it normal, yeah, it's going to feel like it's kind of loose in there. But not a big issue. I'm not going to hate on it because of that. But let's see what I got size comparison wise for you guys. If I didn't mention it's 8 inches overall, 3.5-inch blade length. Let's go to stats that need to be known. What else? We got anything important? That's about it. Actually, let's check this lock out. Let's check this. Let me check this side of the knife yet. So the liner lock release is nice. It's holding it in place pretty good. See how much it comes over? Yeah, I don't do percentages, but it comes over enough. You see it there? Sorry, my big dumb thumb is not, blocking that for you. And then let's look at see if this thing's centered, because if it's centered, I'm going to go ahead and give this guy a thumbs up because it's not bad. Yeah, look at that. Centered nice. Okay, so for 34 bucks, that's actually performing not too bad. What can I compare this guy with? All right, similar size I got here. I got the Kershaw Link. Ergos are totally different. I'm not going to compare the two. This is a way more expensive knife, so yeah, I won't feel it though. Yeah, the ergos are dope as hell on this thing. I love this knife. Anyways, yeah, but looks wise and size wise is very similar. So if you're not willing to fork out the big cash for this Kershaw, I can't remember how much it was, 100 or something. It's not super expensive, but and you want something a little more budget friendly, yeah, this might be the choice for you. So yeah, first impressions, pretty good. Besides the fact it smells, it's a pretty stank, but that'll wear off over time, I'm sure. But yeah, so far so good. I'm gonna put it through its paces. End of the month, I'm gonna do a roundup of whatever knives I looked at for the entire month, and just if it's doo-doo, I'll put it on this side. If it's good, I'll put it on that side, and I'll pick a winner. And if the winner has a sticker, I'm gonna put that thing somewhere on my little table here. But that's whatever. So yeah, I'm done with this guy for now. I'll let you guys know at the end of the month what I really think. And yeah, if you guys are liking what I'm doing, go ahead and drop that thumbs up and throw me a subscription, man. Throw me a bone. Just kidding. No, like I said, this is a work of passion. If you guys want to subscribe, it's on you. I do appreciate it if you do. But like always, thank you to my veteran brothers and sisters, as well as the active duty folks out there. I always like to give them a shout out. Love you guys. Be safe. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time, hopefully with something really dope. Later.